Hi there, Capricorn, and welcome to Feathered Serpent Tarot. I have your reading for July 2017 General Tarot Forecast. So, first thing I want to say is thank you so much for your shares, your likes, and subscribes. I'm getting started here, and I'm going to be set up to do private readings within the next couple of days, so stay tuned for a video explaining how that works. I'm anxious to find out myself. So at any rate, let's just dig right in, Capricorn. Let's see what's happening for you for July 2017. Capricorn for July 2017. Capricorn, what's up for Capricorn this month? Oh, we're cooking. Where is it? There we go. There's the first one. Oh, few people feeling this for July. I'm thinking just the beginning, though. This is sort of the tail end of June. This would be the devil. So this is self-doubt, second-guessing yourself, that sort of thing. Somebody, I can't remember who else had the devil at the center. At any rate, might have been Virgo. Cancer? Can't remember. Okay, so your next card, what is your obstacle, is grief and disappointment. So yeah, you'd obviously be second guessing yourself if you're grieving something, or you're feeling a sense of loss, or feeling on the outside of something. Yeah. The next one you have, your foundation, is the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling restricted. It's an illusion, though. You know, you're basically bound by your thoughts. So, but in your recent past, you were feeling a sense of recovery, or that you were moving to a better place. So perhaps there's still some lingering of whatnot. Let's see what other cards are going to come down here. And so what's crowning the situation is the Knave of Wands. So this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be you feeling all fired up. Your short-term outcome is justice. So whatever lingering feelings you start out July with of self-doubt or grief, I think by the time you hit the midpoint of the month, maybe the second to third week of July, you're likely going to feel a sense that balance has been restored somehow. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. But I'm going to have to take the card that flipped up on the floor, which was the Moon. So that's you. That's in the position of you. So are you a mystery to somebody right now? I'll leave you with that while I get back on my chair. Maybe you've got secrets. In this card, I feel very much that the Moon provides almost a gestation kind of feeling. There's something that's developing behind the scenes. Whoa. In your environment, you've got the Strength card. So there could be a Leo around you. And you do have the Knave of Wands at the top, crowning the situation. All right, so in your hopes and fears is the Nine of Cups, which is all your wishes coming true. Don't we all want that, right? So, you know, or who knows, maybe, you know, you want to overindulge. That could be it too. Maybe overindulging in things. And the final card is death. So it doesn't have to mean that somebody died. It can just be a finite end to something. So I think it's time for some clarifiers on this. But before I do that, I'll just quickly go around the reading. So we have the Devil in the center, which is self-doubt, second-guessing yourself, illusionary ideas about who you are that are not positive. Then you have your obstacle with that. The grief is probably making that all that much easier. The Eight of Swords, again, feeling restricted. You know, this sword energy. But in the recent past, there was some recovery. You felt like you were moving from something that was very dramatic, intense, and whatnot. Now you're kind of, you know, you were moving into smoother waters. So, we've got the Knave of Wands crowning your reading, coming into Justice, which is the short-term outcome. The Moon is you. Strength is in your environment. Your hopes and fears are either overindulgence or all of your dreams coming true. And finally, death. So now that we know exactly where the core of it is, let's see what other insights we can get. So for the Devil, can we get a clarifier on the Devil card? Jeez, you know, it's been a lot of really weird contrasts for July in other readings. So maybe as opposed to just reducing the star to hope, maybe let's get really superficial and say, you know, that you're putting yourself out there somehow. And you're a little nervous about it. You know, you're not sure if, you know, you can live up to your own expectations around it. Okay? And then Five of Pentacles. What are we grieving? Possibly an air sign? Oh, or perhaps we regret something we said. Maybe we got hot under the collar at one point and said things that we're not proud of. So it's kind of like, you know, if you could eat your words, you would, maybe. Just a thought. And so now because of that, you're feeling restricted. You know, you don't want to move because you've got to figure out a way past that. Right. So we're looking back. Looking back to old paradigms, old circumstances, situations, the way things worked before. I think what this is telling you is that it's not going to work like that anymore. So the old guard, don't necessarily think it is, you know, somebody dying or even the end of anything. It's the old guard. It's the old mindset that's gone. That can be good. And who knows? It just might lead to this, to getting all your wishes coming true. You know? Just Watch your words. Watch what you say. My grandfather was a Capricorn, and he oftentimes had foot and mouth. So, but we loved him. He was not easy to love at times, but, we loved him, and it just was the way of how it worked. So, the Six of Swords, here we have another completion. So, we can look at the Death card and the World card very similarly here, but this was sort of the softer finish, and maybe we were still attached to the old way, hadn't completely let it pass. So this is what's happening in July, perhaps. After you feel a sense of justice, maybe you're gonna be heard, after a not so graceful attempt. So let's see if we can get a clarifier on the Knave of Wands, the fire sign that's part of this. Page of Cups. So there could be an offer from a fire sign of love, or some sort of partnership, friendship. It doesn't always have to be love. This is a general reading. So let's see what the Justice is about. King of Pentacles. So that's you, Capricorn. Definitely a vindication. You've always been this one. But, maybe you lost it in a weak moment and became a swords kind of guy and lost your earthy center. So now, what's the mystery within you that the moon is concealing, or that you're concealing? The Knight of Pentacles. So this could be a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It also could be that whatever offer that may be coming in, either from a fire sign or a water sign, is not something that you're ready to move on just yet. You're still watching. You're still watching the situation. So in the environment position, we've got the Strength card. That's not it. There it is. All right. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. This has been coming up in almost every reading. There is, through all of the trials of June and early July, there's going to, we're all going to feel a little bit more grounded and ready to move forward on things. But it seems as though with your reading here, something still has to have a definitive end. So let's see how we can prepare for that in the best possible way. We're going to clarify the Nine of Cups in your hopes and fears. All your wishes coming true. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. How many do? Okay, only 2. So I'll take them. So on the Nine of Cups, we have. I didn't even look at that myself. We saw that at the same time. I love it when this happens. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups, and the Magician. Now, it showed up reversed. I prefer not to look at reversals just because I find that the clarifiers add so much anyway. So it's like you really, really want to make these dreams come true. You want to be the magician. You want to wave your magic wand and have it all there. right? And so that you can have all of this. 9 of Cups, every wish. Okay. Can't wait to see what's going to come down on the Death card. Oh, there she is. Oh, 2 again. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles over Death. So if I were to go back to the recent past, and we've got Recovery in the World card, it's like this was a soft end to something. Didn't go all the way. And it's kind of like, okay, that's over. Okay, so everything's the same, right? Okay. No. So you have to reach this place. And if you've been resisting it, it's understandable. But the more you resist it, the harder it's going to be when it has more control than you do. So if you can accept the changes, realize that this is karmic cause and effect, whatever's happening now. Okay? And realize that once you let go of whatever it is you're clinging to, you can step into this. There's no reason why this can't happen. You know? You have the strength. You are solid. You got it. And you're not going to make any decisions about anything too quickly. This is you. So you'll continue to observe, and then you'll find your way around your cycle back to this place so that this is possible. But because endings and grief are things that most people want to avoid, death, birth, same thing, if you allow it to be that it can actually liberate you to be free of the way you used to think in the past. Earth signs have a lot of trouble with this. Water signs and air signs can, they can float around, they can change their minds. But earth signs, they really depend on absolutes. And this is one of those classic sort of life situational things where there is no absolute. That is an illusion. And so the best that you can do is let go of those thoughts so that they don't become your impossible reality that keeps you restricted in the 8 of Swords. So that's enough of that. I have another deck that I picked up just before I came down to Mexico. It is called the Oracle of E, and it's fantastic. I love this. Pam Grout. Ooh, I am dropsy today. Pam Grout and Colette Barron-Reed. Fantastic invention, this deck. So it kind of lightens things up a little bit, but it also gets right in there. And one of the things I love about this deck the most is that as you can see the design on it, it took me forever to figure it out. And then I saw, oh my goodness, it's sparklers. So, in the month of July, when we're celebrating all sorts of things with fireworks and whatnot, this is actually pretty appropriate. So let's see what the Oracle of E has for Capricorn for July. I don't have this deck memorized just yet, so I will read from the book, but they're short and sweet. So it's a nice little finish to a bit of a, a bit of a challenging read. But, these things shall pass and life will be fine. Okay, there we go. See? GPS, because you got it in you. You don't need a machine for that. Okay, GPS, and it opened right up here. Okay. OMG. Your intuition is being a real show-off these days. It's so ready to help navigate your life, and quite frankly, it's getting a tad bit impatient. So let the death of your thoughts happen, okay? So it just can't understand when it knows the fun and easy route. You insist on doing everything without its help. That's not like a Capricorn at all, is it? There's no need to be lost ever, especially now that you're about to stumble into a gold mine that looks something like this. Okay? So Capricorn is going to be fine. Let it go. Let it go. Everything's going to be great. Okay? Have a great July. Take it easy. Be good to yourself. Because, letting things go is hard. So, maybe extra treats for yourself would be a good thing. Maybe indulge a little bit responsibly. All right? Take care.